In the heart of the bustling city, under the sweltering heat of midday, a man in an expensive suit walked briskly down the crowded streets. His every step was accompanied by the rhythmic clink of gold and the rustle of paper bills in his wallet. This man was a millionaire, known for his sharp business acumen and his ability to turn any situation into a profitable one. His name was Alexander Grant. He was in a hurry, as usual, heading to an important meeting that could determine the future of one of his companies. Yet, as he navigated through the throngs of pedestrians, something unusual caught his eye: a small boy sitting on the curb, surrounded by a pile of tattered clothing, his face gaunt and hollow. The boy, no older than 12, held out a worn-out cap, his eyes dull and lifeless. His clothes were torn, his shoes non-existent, and his hands trembled as he extended them toward the passers-by. "Please, sir, can you spare some change?" The boy mumbled, his voice barely audible amidst the sounds of the city. At first, Alexander simply walked by, his mind on the meeting ahead. He had seen beggars countless times before, and while he might have felt a fleeting moment of pity, he was never one to stop. But something about the boy's presence stopped him in his tracks. He turned to look at the boy again, this time with more curiosity. There was a peculiar energy about the child, something in his eyes, a spark that seemed at odds with his grimy appearance. "Why are you sitting here all alone?" Alexander asked, his voice a mix of concern and impatience. The boy looked up at him, his expression oddly calm despite the circumstances. "I've been waiting for you," he said simply, his voice carrying a strange weight. "Me?" Alexander's brow furrowed in confusion. "Why would you be waiting for me?" The boy gave a small, enigmatic smile. "Because I have an offer for you, one that could change your life. And not just your life, many lives." Alexander laughed, assuming the boy was just another street urchin with an outlandish story. "You've got to be kidding me. What could you possibly offer that would interest someone like me?" But the boy's gaze never wavered. "I'm serious. You've been looking for something, haven't you? Something beyond wealth, beyond power. You're not satisfied, are you?" Alexander's heart skipped a beat. How could this boy know what he was feeling? He had been searching for more for years. He had everything money could buy: luxury cars, an opulent mansion, a private jet. Yet there was always an emptiness, a void that no amount of riches seemed to fill. The boy leaned forward slightly, lowering his voice. "What if I told you I could give you exactly what you need? A way to change the world, to leave behind a legacy that would be remembered long after you're gone?" For the first time in years, Alexander felt a stir of genuine curiosity. He glanced around, making sure no one was watching, and sat down on the curb beside the boy. "What kind of offer are you talking about?" he asked, his voice steady, though his heart raced with anticipation. The boy's eyes gleamed as he spoke. "I can show you how to unlock the true potential of your wealth. I can give you the knowledge, the power to do something that will truly matter. Something that will benefit not only you, but everyone around you." Alexander leaned in, intrigued. "And what do you want in return?" The boy's smile widened, revealing a set of remarkably white teeth. "Nothing at all. In fact, I'll give you the opportunity to change the world, and all you have to do is accept it." Alexander was silent for a moment, the weight of the boy's words sinking in. Could this really be true? Was this just another scam, or was it something more? "I'm listening," he said finally, his voice almost a whisper. The boy nodded, as if he had been expecting this response. "The key to everything is in your hands. But you'll need to make a choice. If you take the offer, you'll have the power to reshape the future, but be warned, there are risks. The road ahead won't be easy." Alexander looked at the boy, his mind racing. He had faced countless challenges in his career, but this was different. This wasn't about money or business. This was about something deeper, something far more profound. What's the catch? He asked, his voice tinged with suspicion. The boy's gaze softened. There's no catch, but there is a price. You'll have to let go of everything you thought you knew about success. You'll have to trust in something greater than yourself. And in return, you'll gain the power to make a real difference. The offer seemed too good to be true, but Alexander couldn't shake the feeling that this was the answer he had been searching for. He had everything a man could want, yet he felt empty. What if this boy was offering him the one thing he had never been able to find purpose? With a deep breath, Alexander made his decision. I accept. The boy smiled again, this time with a sense of finality. Then it's done. In that moment, something shifted. Alexander felt a rush of energy, a sense of clarity he had never experienced before. It was as if the weight of the world had been lifted from his shoulders. The boy stood up, ready to leave. Remember, he said as he turned to walk away, the offer is only the beginning. What you do with it is entirely up to you. Alexander watched as the boy disappeared into the crowd, his heart still racing. He didn't know what lay ahead, but for the first time in years, he felt a sense of excitement, an excitement that came from knowing that his life was about to change in ways he could never have imagined. He stood up, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, knowing that this moment would mark the start of something extraordinary. And as he walked down the street, he couldn't help but wonder who was that boy, and what had he truly given him?